Hello and welcome to my tutorial. Today I'm going to talk about how to set up, in my opinion, the best tank and stats on Diep.oi. I'm very bad with names and pronunciation, but this really cool Diep.oi game. Very fun. Most likely you've heard about it or played it at least a few times. Very fun, free game, and you can get to it by just going to Diep.oi.com or not even .com, just the .oi, and you can play it. So I'm doing a render in the background on my computer for a daily. Feel free to check that out if you want. I'm rendering out a cool little X particles animation, or guys kind of blowing stuff everywhere. You can check that out at epicjcreations.com. If you want to know how to spell that, well, that's what my name's going to be for the game right here. EPICJCREATIONS dot then com. I can't fit that at the end, sadly. But yeah, here is my opinion on the best setup. So let's just pick our name, press enter, and hop right in. Now, the first thing I recommend doing is shooting blocks, as you guys have probably already aware of if you've started this. And you're just going to want to try and avoid fire and put your points directly into damage until you got that maxed out. And just, you're already faster than everybody else, and you want to try and get to the rim as fast as possible. And just keep putting points into damage, and try not to run into anything like I did there. Keep putting it into damage, and then eventually speed. Speed you're going to want to max out to the top, which is really good to do. And we'll just keep hopping that. Okay, now we got this. Now put all that into speed. Speed is the absolute second thing you want to do, because you need to be able to run away from everybody, because there's going to be the big guys that want to eat you up. But now that you got damage, you can actually shoot these things. And if I can hit them, see a guy's coming right here, I'm just going to avoid all that entirely. Get your speed to the top. So here is what we eventually want to go for, right? We want to have max speed, max damage, max bullet penetration, that's this right up here, and then reload. And then I'll show you the tank forms that you want to level up into. So keep moving with that speed, keep going with that speed. Maybe we might be able to pick this guy off. Nah, don't go for it. Also, be patient. Don't go out in the middle and try and get a whole bunch of points right off the bat. You want to avoid that. We have max speed for a reason. That's so we can hug the edge. We might actually be able to get this guy. He's not playing too smart, but we're not going to risk it. We're not going to risk it. Okay, now we have our level up coming. We're going to pick Machine Gunner. Machine Gunner right here, and keep going with our movement speed. I have a Machine Gunner, and this is, in my opinion, the very best setup. Like, I just took the two guys, like, right before I made this tutorial, I took on the two top bosses that had the top high score, and I was soloing 1v2ing them, and I killed both of them right before another guy took me out because I was low. But this setup is extremely powerful. So now that we have that, we're going to start putting into reload. And this is where we start to stagger. We're going to mix reload with bullet penetration. Now the reason you want bullet penetration and damage is because your bullet penetration will allow how much your bullet's allowed to punch through things before it dies. So meaning if your bullet hits this block, the bullet will take so much damage. So basically your bullets have damage thresholds in this game too. They have their own life pool. So if a bullet takes too much damage, then it dies, and you have to basically it despawns. So if you have high enough damage out of your bullets, it keeps ticking while it's over that. See, example, I tap this, that bullet died. See how it didn't make it all the way through? Now when I get this up, that bullet's going to churn right through that thing and just keep going. Basically, if it walks over that thing and keeps going to the other side, that block is instantly one shot, which means if you have bullet penetration and bullet damage increased, you have just some insane amount of output damage. So I'm just going to start mixing between that. You just really want to start working, get these purple little things here. They really are good to get. Just keep aiming and shooting, and I'm going to go reload now. And the main, you can have this, I calculated out, if you get to max tank level and spend every single point you're capable of getting, you're basically going to be able to have your bullet penetration, your reload, and your movement speed, plus you're going to be able to put some points into max health. So you're going to get that to about half, maybe full. If you're really good, you can get it to full, I think, which is the best thing to do. So like this guy right here, he's blinking, so we're not actually going to be able to kill him until he becomes unmarked. If I could kill him, he's already upgraded to tank. Yep, there we go, there we go. Whoop. Let's get some bullet penetration here. He's got some bullet speed. Now this is another thing. Don't do bullet speed. Bullet speed means you're sacrificing points in other areas. It's not worth it, in my opinion. You put it all into penetration and damage, movement speed for yourself, so you avoid the shots, and then some health at the end. So if you do eventually get hit by it, you can avoid it. See how faster I am than this guy? I can just avoid all his stuff, and I can come back in on him here. Whoop! I got a little cocky there. I gotta be careful about that. And I have a little bit of a health pool. And see, if I'm going to run from him, my movement speed propels me away very fast, and my bullets will hit him. Movement speed for bullets doesn't matter when you're running away because they're going to run into them if they're chasing you, so it's not worth it. You can really stay alive much longer. It's going to make getting to that top scoreboard so much easier. So we're just going to keep churning through this. We're getting to the slow point now where we're getting to level 24. We're almost 25. We're getting up there. We just got to 25. Let's do some more penetration on our bullets. Let's turn through thumb this more. We're getting there. We're getting there. Looking good. Looking good. Just going to keep churning some of this away. Can I do some of that? Okay, now let's get some more reload. And let's just take out that block. Uh-oh. See, we can run away from this guy. We don't have to deal with him. That's okay. Now we're going to be getting a little careful. And it is... Oh, I got lucky there. I'm going to max my reload now. Now, I can kind of show you. I'm in a tight spot. I want to get out. Point your gun straight down or whatever direction you're going and just open fire and hold it. This is a wall of death that no one can punch through. Even their bullets most likely can't get through this. You can just start shredding. Now, I'm going to add up my bullet penetration and just allow this and make myself a wall for a getaway. This is the main reason you do this. You get yourself a force field or a barrier, whatever you want to call it. This little wall that you get can just eat other bullets. See, look, I can just chew his bullets up and they can't do anything to me. And that is the main key. Now, when you get to the next form of this tank, and I'm going to get this at level 30, I believe, or is it 35? I can't quite remember. You're going to get a really good high amount of penetration. I'm talking like you're getting the super tank that's going to be blowing tons of bullets out like crazy, and almost at 30. And basically, you'll be able to, with one little bullet, be able to kill any block or any like the squares or triangles in just one hit. Like I can now, except you have them like a third of the size. Now, before I forget, this is another cheap technique that you can use. You basically just start shooting sideways like this and running. See, this guy's going to try and turn. He's getting some bullets through because I'm missing. This tank mode isn't perfect yet until I get it into the proper height. So just kite those bullets. I really need to get myself to that top form before I can really go offensive. And just need a few more points. Okay, there's a guy here. I'm panicking. I'm just going to shoot straight down. I'm going to back away. I'm going to turn on him now. Say, get away, out of my space. Out of my space. Get these triangles. He's not doing anything to me. It's good. Now we got it. Gunner. Go for the gunner. And now these bullets here deal tons of damage. Penetration. Now I'm at max. Now, at this point, everything goes into max health. Regen's not big of a problem because I can just run from people and I can spend the time. I can afford the time because people have to push into my space when I'm backing up. For me, I can't push into them so well because my bullets are pretty slow, but I can back away and force them into my space, which means you have a lot of time to gather a lot of points. And the great part is as soon as you get to max tank, which is really easy to do in this setup, you're going to be very easily able to push into somebody else's space because that's why we have max movement speed. Okay, Necromancer, see, can't touch me. I can back away, I can outrun them, and I can destroy them, and they can't tank through my bullets. So you got some reflex potential in this build. You definitely do. I'm just going to fire a few over there, take that out. Now here's an interesting little thing I want to note. Watch this. I'm going to try and fire one bullet. Nope, I got two. Let's see if I can hit it with one. Boom. One little bullet went right through it and killed it. Just that's all it takes. One little bump and dead from full health. Like this is extremely powerful. Now, they made changes because it could use a bit of a nerf because this particular build is quite powerful. I found, and it does a pretty good job. I'm pretty impressed. Now, I'd love to get some points just to put into health, just to kind of show you, and yeah, we'll just keep tanking around here. But this is basically it. I'm gonna probably cut the video and then just show you a little bit. Okay, now I got it. So now put the rest into max health. That's all you want to do, max health. So I'm going to cut here and I'm going to play around for a little bit and then I'm going to cut to the next part when I'm done with all this. And I'll show you just kind of like what I'm like with some max health and maybe I'll cut to some highlights of what this build can do. But yep, see ya after the cut. Aha, stealthing up on me, are ya? Boom, you think you're invisible, don't you? Guess what, you're not. They think they are from the old thing. I'm just going to pin this guy, and I'm going to wipe him out. Boom. Okay, now comes, I want to mention this too real quick, is your last final form at 45, Auto Gunner. Auto gunner all the way. You could try streamer, but auto gunner just does the same amount of damage plus this little extra guy that just throws that turret on, gives you just some extra little bit of coverage. My opinion, like look, that the sniper can't shoot through it. Like it's incredible. We're gonna put 2 into health, and we're almost at max now. So we got that. Yeah, pretty good. Go for the auto gunner though. This is just so much better. Like this tank here is the final finished perfect kind of setup. That guy'll shoot for me. Most triangles that even attack, he'll cover for me. This guy. Look, we can just literally sit here and farm. That'll cover it for me. Like, I can just shoot at you. Got these really big triangles coming after me. Like, look, my little auto gunner's just shooting them for me, which is nice. He's shooting back at that other guy. Got some hits. I'm busting through those. He's going to die. Whoa. That guy's sniping hard. If he hit me with that now, that could really hurt me. You got to be careful for that. But we're just going to pop some shots up here, and we're about at max health. About. Now, if we can get a few more points, I think we're a little short. What do we have? Like 2 ticks? 2 ticks short, which is a shame. I think you can get it. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember. You have to get like a lot more points. I don't know if you can level any more past 45. I know 45 is your max level on here, but I don't know if it's the max amount of, like if you can get more points on that or not. I think it might be. But either way, we have a decent amount of health. We shouldn't have to see like this. You just put him in the situation. I can tank his shots. He can't touch me. See that? Couldn't touch me. That's a perfect example right there. Didn't touch me once. He tried to push into my space, and I just dropped him. Ah, right here we got a sniper. Okay. Okay, that can hurt. Snipers can punch through it usually, sometimes, and I didn't have enough of barriers set up there. Now, if I go straight at that sniper, head on with my wall, might be able to do something. Might be able to take him out. It depends. That'd be an interesting thing to kind of test. But like this right here, mixed with that guy there. See, this is great. I can have a wall in the front, just mowing through, and have this guy shoot behind me. Look at this protection I got going on here. Like, he can just eat through stuff. Rabbit to like, we're on the leaderboards. We're second place right now, so it's pretty good. I'd like to get first just to show you guys this build. Like this guy here. You can pull your gun and shoot this way, and this speed boosts me, and I can actually keep up with this guy, and I'm still, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Aha, look at that. See, eat right through that necromancer. Not much he can do there. Not much. Oh, there's Kevin guy. Okay, guys, by the looks of it, I'm not going to get to first place just because these guys are really just focusing the damage, getting kills. I can't keep up with this guy. It's hard to find them and take them out. It is tricky when you get to top level. I could get to first. Well, I know I can because I just got such defense, but I mean, you guys get the idea. It's just going to be, I'm going to have to be on here for a bit to try and get that. I mean, I was catching up, but these guys are just raking in the points. I should have spent more time farming. But, yep, there you go. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. And I'll, also, if you did find this tutorial helpful, please leave a thumbs up. But, this is my opinion, the best tank to play in Diep.oi. And if you did find this tutorial helpful, please leave a thumbs up. If you didn't find it helpful, leave a thumbs down. And if your feeling is more complex than that, please leave a comment below. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.